April of 2020, I uploaded Low Elo Legends number 9, where I discovered a player was role-playing with their economy in an online game. Male villagers were chopping trees and mining gold, and only female villagers were foraging and farming. This was my reaction. Wait a second. Wait a second. All the men are chopping wood and mining, and all the women are farming. I actually used to do this when I was really young. Maybe it is a kid. Wait a... That's gotta be planned. What about blue? All right, blue. This is 2020. This is what 2020 looks like. This is history right here. Are you kidding me? He hasn't made a single mistake with it either. So with this new series, which is a spin-off of Low Elo Legends, I'm looking back to see where Low Elo Legends are now. Are they still playing the game? And if they are still playing the game, how are they playing the game? And most of the players we found have improved considerably, though are still a Low Elo Legend. Now, in this case, I figured that if this player was still playing, they will have learned that male and female villagers do not have different work rates, and they will have learned how to play the game. And in this player's case, this player has over 1,200 games. That's right. More than many pro players have in 1v1s. This Low Elo Legend, who is still a Low Elo Legend, has over 1,200 1v1s. This is what we found. I think it's cool how Dark Elf chooses to play the way that gives him the most enjoyment. So Dark Elf will get rid of those stragglers. Also hasn't gone out to take any boars yet. Maybe he will after the sheep are all finished. And oh my god, it's starting. The first 2 farmers are female. So it would make the game way too difficult if you had to divvy them up at the start. Let's see if the 3rd farmer's female. Wait for it. Wait, why did that house just get deleted? What? What? Oh, it wasn't straight. It wasn't straight. Yes. Yes. He's gonna do it. It's gonna be role-playing. Yes. SimCity roleplay, a female farmer. Yes. 1,200 games, people. Another female. 1,200 games of ranked play. What a freaking legend. Let's see. Let's not get too excited yet. Let's not get overly excited by this because it might not it might not be on purpose, as we have another female villager building the farm. Now there is, I think she was chopping a straggler, but she's, you know, this is the area of the town that's a bit more progressive. So got a female lumberjack over here. We'll see if Dark Elf figures that one out. Well, now we have groups of villagers going out to the boars, but I think when it gets to wood, gold, stone eco, and farm eco, that's where we're going to see him start making those changes. But yeah, he clearly sent a big group of male. Look at that. Did you see it? He saw the female villager on the wood line, and he pulled her away and said, no, no, no. No, no, no. You are a farmer, my dear. So, I mean, once this group finishes off all the boars, we'll be right back where we were 9 months ago. Oh my god. And you have the cute little box of houses. He has 3 houses here, 3 houses here, 3 houses here. So really, this player hasn't changed since what we saw previously in Low Elo Legends. Town bell. Oh god. All right, there we go. I like the early town bell, just in case the enemy comes in towards the PC. And Elevid says, and this guy actually wins games. His eco was better than Blue's. Blue was luring boars earlier. Blue's not worrying about where the female and male villagers are at all. Wait a second. I saw... Never mind. I freaked out for a second. I thought that when I saw the genders were split up, I was worried for a second that we had 2 people doing this. But no, this is just a standard eco. Ooh. So when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, I used to do a bunch of different things when it came down to male and female villagers. And, you know, there's nothing serious about it. I'm not trying to be offensive with the topic, of course. It was just because when I was a kid, girls had cooties, right? So I thought it was, you know, when I first started playing, I thought it was fun to, like, delete all the girls because girls had cooties. And then got to the point where I deleted all the guys but one. And then so that one guy had a bunch of girlfriends or wives or whatever. You know, anything that I could have done as a child, which might be a bad idea to bring up on stream with Age of Empires once I have an audience, I did. I'll admit it, you know. It's important in life to make your mistakes and then work past it. Unless your name is Dark Elf, in which case you just continue to separate men and women and roleplay it out the wazoo. I'm curious what he does. I guess if you have to wait for female villagers for farms, then some games you might have more farm eco than others. Because the mining and the chopping is all down to the men in his economy. And it's random. Like, you can see here it shows a man, but it is kind of random what you get sometimes. I wonder how old he is. Yeah, I wonder how old Dark Elf is as well. I have no clue. All I know is Dark Elf. Look, now you have a woman on the way. And he has like 4 or 5 women that were on the board that are no longer going to be on the board. Real world, though, I figured out, because we had a challenge where every time there was a female villager traded, I'd have to delete 10 villagers. So you can cancel queue and re-queue villagers. And there's no trick to actually making it so you get a certain gender. It's just the numbers are like constantly canceling. Look! So, all the villagers that were out here, I just can't get over the fact this guy has 1,200 games. It's not even the strat. The strat's funny. The strat's something I would have done as a little kid, I'll admit it. Now he's getting all the blacksmith upgrades known to man. But just the fact that Dark Elf has done it for 1,200 games is what's fascinating. And now we have houses. See, that doesn't satisfy... Oh, a stone wall there. Okay. Cute little box city. And then over here at Technil's base, he is walled. And Technil, I guess, is going to go to Castle. Deadly Cookie says, I'm about 80% sure I did it at some point, maybe for a game or two. Yeah. But have you ever done it for 1,200 games? Look, I think all he's doing is he sends new bills to gold, and then when he realizes it's a woman, he sends it to a farm. The only thing that dictates whether he's going to add farms is the gender of the villager. like, otherwise, he would let that villager go mine gold. What? Female villager. Oh, no, we can't have that farm. I mean, and maybe he's paying attention here, because it does seem to be accurate. Believe it or not, I have never really paid attention to... Okay, look. Female villager, farm. Okay, now the next one's male, and he'll just let the villager go to gold. And the dumb thing is he has 10 more villagers than his opponent. He's actually playing pretty well. Okay, that's a male villager, so no need to interfere. No military buildings yet for Dark Elf. And okay, female villager. Let's see how quick it is. That's so fast! He's an APM god too, and then one more fill. The funny thing is the eco balance is pretty much perfect too. He doesn't have excessive amounts on gold. He doesn't have excessive amounts on wood. He doesn't have excessive amounts on farms, and now he's on his way to Castle Age. Do you think splitting the villagers like that helps him keep a good balance in his economy in his eyes? I think you're stretching it a little too much. like, sure, he's played 1,200 games, so I'm sure he has more experience doing this than any of us. But I kind of doubt that this provides good macro for you and good usage on a consistent basis. I know Spirit of the Laws listening out there, and my buddy's all thinking of ideas. Like, I wonder if I can Like, I ran 100 Dark Elf games, and I determined that, on average, you come out to about 19 farmers if you do it this way. I know he's probably, like, crunching the math right now, and maybe we'll see a video on this in the future, but, I feel like we're giving Dark Elf a little too much credit. He's just really good at doing this, and for whatever reason, he likes to do it this way. But in many ways, he is more OCD and more SimCity than the SimCity and OCD players we've seen before. Supplies! People are still researching supplies! Well, I mean, if he wants to make infantry, getting supplies first would be a good thing. But he seems to be happy to get all the technologies, because he did that in Feudal Age. Just gets every technology. Look, he's going to get Squires and also Arson after that. And just stay on one piece. Now, we barely looked at Blue's economy. Blue is making missionaries. No, sorry, monks, missionaries, and conquistadors. But his economy, the diverse economy, is struggling in comparison to Red's economy. But I think Red's just a talented player. Like, this is a really weird thing for him to do, but he's genuinely a talented gamer. But what's also wild to me is he doesn't make any mistakes. Let's see. Okay, female villager. Female villager going to wood. Oh my god! He notices it every time. I don't know if he looks at the TC to see if it's coming, or if he just sits here and waits for the villagers to hop out. Alright. Now he's gonna get handcart. Okay, this is a dangerous game for me to play, but I'm gonna give the sub. No, I'm gonna give 5 subs for every time that one of his villagers hit a resource they shouldn't. Okay, so she's now gonna build the university. She didn't go to the gold. Here comes Blue. I feel like Blue's gonna win this. I'm so confident in Red. Well, he might be dead, actually. But I'm so confident that he's not going to make a mistake with his role-playing that I'll give 5 subs for every time that he makes a mistake. And I mean, GG, right? Surely it's just GG here. Conquistadors shred everything with a little bit of micro. Then again, it is 800 elo, so I shouldn't expect high-level micro. Monks get some conversions. Blue with some crazy micro. Blue has 38 villagers. We have the Society of 2021 against the Society of 1000 BC right now. And we'll see what happens. We'll see who wins. Wait, did someone... No! No, there's a freaking Dark Elf. What? Why do I say things? All right, fine. Fine, I'll do 5. He got distracted. Lamsy, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you, J87. Thank you, Pineco. Thank you for the support, guys. You guys are great. Okay. Dark Elf. Also, I shouldn't have to say this, but I will say it. Oh, wait. Minus 5 subs. That's how this works, right? Minus 5 subs. He's fixed it. Fixed it. Haha. That's what we should do. We should count the amount at the very end. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I meant. But you can see now that it's a problem because he doesn't have that much on wood. And he has 20 farmers, and he's trying to reseed the farm. So if these poor ladies don't have the wood to reseed the farm, then they can't work. But yeah, chat, let's remember that, you know, this is funny and all, but let's not take things too far, and let's all be respectful individuals while also making jokes. Toe the line here. Not be the guy who always... Don't be the edgy person who always says to take it too far just because. I mean, you can, but my mods will enjoy that. Missionaries. It is kind of interesting how someone is using missionaries against a society who's very much stuck in their old ways. That's realistic, man. This is the type of town that missionaries would want to show up to. Spread the word of God. It's like, in the north, they only allow their women to farm. I'm waiting for the wolf to kill something here. It doesn't happen. Why is blue going imp right now? That's what I'm wondering. Blue is one town center eco. It's not really that good. I guess he can't manage the 2 town centers, so he feels like going imp's the way to go. I see light cab on the way. I don't know what imp will really give blue. And back to red's eco situation. Look, red is sending new villagers over to wood. This is what I meant earlier when someone said that this would... Oh, God. He's changing his ways. He's got another... Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, why did I say 5? Why did I... What are you doing, dude? Buy wood so your women can work. You can't compromise on your values so easily. All right, so we're just going to look at blue's economy. And it's because for most of the game, we've looked at red's economy. So I think we'll look at blue's economy now. It's the right thing to do as a caster to focus here. Supplies! Guys, spam supplies. That's funny. Supplies! We've got supplies coming in. And now you get the second. I don't think 1 TC fast imp into second TC is really the best play. You might as well have just saved the resources and not gone to the Imperial Age in the first place. But blue, in a fine position anyways. 42 villagers versus 50 from red. And red is now making a monastery and mining camp. And has archer rings. Okay. All right. So yes, someone had mentioned earlier that maybe blue determined that this was the best way to sort out his eco. Clearly it's not, because he ran out of food for his farms. But if he just cancels his bills, and he can go up to imp, and there he goes, canceling. Now what I'm curious about is if he pulls these, how many he got? 5, 6? Oh God. 7. I'm doing the math in my head. Villagers. I'm wondering if he sends them back to farms. I will commit. I will gift 5 subs for every villager that's on the wrong resource at the end of the game. I'll commit, all right? See, initially I was going to say 1, but then I thought, you're a wuss. You know, pick something higher than 1. All right, so he's on his way to imp. Maybe he felt rushed because blue was in the Imperial Age. And I see that he is queuing up longswords and queuing up crossbowmen. And he actually has very well balanced eco. I can't wait to look at the statistics at the end. I can't wait to see who brought in the more resources, or the most resources, but just 1 TC. T90, how many years have you been doing AoE content? 6 years? Now it technically be 6 years, since 2015. Oh, actually, someone go to Social Blade and look up my channel. Go to socialblade.com and search for T90 Official and tell me what the date is there. It shows it clearly on Social Blade. I think my YouTube channel came out in like early January of 2015. I'm not saying I made content right away, but I think my 6-year channel anniversary might be this January 17th, 2015. Yeah, so in 12 days, it will have been 6 years. 6 years and pretty much nonstop. You know, I haven't done much else, so. Say what you want about the gender roles in Dark Elf's town, but I have to say, it looks pretty good. I'm not advocating for this type of a world. I'm saying that the buildings and the placement, everything looks good, right? So how are you celebrating the 6 years? I don't know. I'll probably stream. I didn't really think about that until someone mentioned it. I don't know, man. I have a lot to celebrate for, and if I always celebrate for something, then I'm celebrating a lot because you guys treat me well. So I'll probably just, I don't know. I'll have a beer. I can promise you that. Can you message Dark Elf on his opinion of the Gebetto? The female unique unit. We have to find a game where he goes Malian. And then he tries to put the Gebetto on farms. Oh my god. That would be something. He plays all the time, right? Believe me when I say this is not the only game we're going to look at from this guy, because I'm really curious. We'll look at a few of them. Each skirm's on the way. I see he's getting relics right now. That's always very good. And blue has longswords and light cav. I guess the last thing he saw was pikemen, so he's thinking that champion would be good and light cav. So that's good logic. But I prefer to see him get upgrades. He has attack upgrades right now, but I think getting two-handed swordsman and working your way up is a better move. All right, red spotted that. Red sees him. Blue was patrolling, so they automatically attack. Patrol is normally good. In this case, he gets caught out. And red, with more numbers, wins. I'm really terrified now. Because if the fights happen, red's not going to pay attention to separating the villagers. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he hasn't gone above 6 yet. That's good. That is good to see. Is Hidden Cup 4 already a thing or what? Yeah, man. We should have a HC4 command. The teaser is already announced after the World Cup. Thank you, Tenzo, for the 9 months of support. Thank you, Gibson and Elap for the Twitch Primes. I will need that to pay for all the subs. If, indeed, he keeps making mistakes. Ah, Dark Elf, why do you do this? There's another female on the wood now. So, both players getting a lot of technologies, but Dark Elf seems to be slightly better with everything. Now, oh, he's dropped the castle there. Look at this. Everything's in a neat little square. That's so cute. Hussar. Actually, Hussar with full upgrades is not bad. But still only long swordsman when you could have champions at this point. But Blue's producing builds out of 2 TCs, so he does have the build. And also, look at his mills. Very efficient farming over here. I think he's just not expecting red to have these upgrades, and he's not expecting red to have these numbers. He's in no rush to build a castle. No rush whatsoever. Healing up his army with his monk. Lady, don't do it. Lady, don't do it. This guy's bankrupting me. Wait a second. There are no women over here now. He put them on farms. Saved. He put them on farms. Okay, so he'll eventually pay attention to these areas and send them to the proper tasks. Proper in his eyes, I might add. Okay. Well, we're not back to 0, but he's got a few over here, and I guess we'll deal with that at some point. Well, two-handed swordsmen, they're good. But I don't think Ethiopians get champion. Am I correct on that, chat? It's kind of a weird unit to go for with Ethiopia. Yeah, okay, they don't get champion. So I'd say Halberdier and Arbalest would be the way to go here. Blue fighting uphill. Blue fighting with similar tech, but with still worse tech because it's just Hussars against Alb and two-handed swordsman. He only has longsword. Still really confused by the fact that Blue is insistent on not getting the champion upgrade, but making longsword. So, okay, there he's finally getting two-handed swordsman. Like he wants to wall up, but these villagers should probably run away before they die. Now, I wonder where Red will build the new farm, because he has the perfect little base. 30 farms is a solid number. Will Red make any additional farms? If Red does not make any additional farms, that means there will be a lot of female villagers who are on wood lines, which means I will have a lot of subs to give. It'd be really funny if after he builds this, oh, I guess he has a gate there. But it'd be really funny if after he blocked in everything, he just didn't create any more eco. Like, nope, we're at a proper population now. No need to make any changes. Dark Elf won't ever boom with more than 1 TC because he wants to focus on the Bill's gender. That's why he's still in the 700. Well, I think there's other reasons as well. There's that monk in that corner. That's not why. But I think the other reasons would just be because He could have been in Castle Age faster. He could build these castles faster. He doesn't seem like a very aggressive player. I feel like he just wants to enjoy the journey. Which is great. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I don't want people to think that you have to play to win all the time. As we check up on these guys, I think it's cool to see that they're sticking to their guns. Shotel Warriors and Halberdiers. Ooh, that's strong. Very, very strong. I also like how orderly everything is. You have the archer ranges and the barracks grouped up like this. It's pretty cool. But yeah, female villagers here, female villagers here. He's still creating vills. This is dangerous. I should have never said 5. Even the walls are going down to the Shotel Warriors. Yo, Omar, thanks for 25. 2 years. 2 years of support. That's crazy. I'm working on a video which will probably never be completed, but that kind of compares. It's like a thank you video essentially that kind of talks through the progression of the stream and what was happening at various points. Because you see someone resub for 2 years, you think, okay, that's 2 years. That's a long time, but you don't realize how different things were at that stage. I have a neat little video concept I'm working on, but if I had a video for every video concept I brought up or thought up over the last year, I'd have a lot more videos. I don't always get to finishing them. Blue likes his Hussars. What should Blue be doing with his Hussars, guys? If you had to critique Blue and tell Blue to do something differently, what would it be? Raid. Yep, raid. Exactly. You don't want to fight straight up with Hussars. I mean, you can in some instances. But just send them into the enemy economy and then use another unit for your main group fight. He's using Hussar like you'd use Paladin. Or like you'd use any unit you'd want to group up in that main fight. But then you can use champions in this spot. And champions with Hussars, that's not a bad combo, but still. I think he could easily send in a wave of Hussars and then wait for more in the queue. But this is a really close game. Elite Shotel Warriors are better than champions. The regular Shotel Warriors with... I mean, they're actually still really good against champions because of the attack. All depends on how much Blue's going to produce here and how much Red produces too. But you know what's amazing about Red? He always has this TC queued up with builds. There's not a single time that I've seen that TC not queued up. That's very rare for low elo. So he never expands his eco, but he's able to play reasonably well because he always keeps that producing. And Red is having some massive problems in these fights. He's losing his Hussars time and time again. He's not even tried to raid. He's now losing his production buildings, which he needs. He has Hussars in the queue, but is Hussar really what you want when there's that many Halberdiers out there? Blue, can you please raid him? Raid the Woodline. I would love it if you could raid the Woodline, please. If this was live, I would probably send him information on where the Woodlines were. Come on, raid the Woodlines. What? Bro. Dark Elf is this much of a SimCitier